book, Baby-Proofing Your Marriage, authors Stacey Cockrell, Kathy O'Neill, and Julia Stone show how ingenuity, humor, and a little common sense can help you survive this cataclysmic shift from being a couple to being parents. There are a lot of parenting books out there. What makes this book unique?
Well, the first thing is it's not a parenting book. We don't hold ourselves out as experts at all in terms of parenting. That's not what this is about. It's very much a relationship, marriage book. And what makes it different is that we present the male perspective just as much as the female perspective.
And we talk about the impact the baby has on the marriage, how men and women are hardwired differently, why we react so differently to the babies. There's nothing out there that explains it from a real-life perspective from hundreds of people.
And that's why we called it baby-proofing your marriage, is to understand what the impact of those children will be and to take measures to safeguard your adult relationship, which is the linchpin of your family and the children's happiness and your own happiness.
What are the main areas of conflict for couples?
There are four main areas. The division of labor, which we call scorekeeping. Couples start to keep track of who's done what or who has not done what. Sex is a huge issue. Family management. Once you have a baby, the in-laws and your own parents sort of, while they remained at one time on the periphery of your marriage and your relationship, suddenly come out of the woodwork. And then really balancing time and priorities.
What is the single biggest problem?
Sex. For women, once we have that baby, sex just falls off our radar screen. And for men, baby or no baby, their interest in sex is the same. We've done a lot of focus groups where we've talked to husbands and wives, and we asked wives, how often do you have sex? And their answer is usually, oh, maybe once or twice a week. They grossly overestimate how much sex they're having. We ask their husbands, and husbands say, gosh, you know, hardly at all, maybe once a month. And we've heard once every 3 months, numbers like that. For men, they could tell you to the hour last time they had sex. It's soul destroying if they haven't had sex in a while, if they get rejected by their wives.
The sex issue, it's not just the baby period. It's not just that first 6 months where neither of you are getting very much sleep. I mean, it's an issue that continues for years. When you're at home all day with your kids, you feel like the family jungle gym. Your need for touch is almost completely satisfied, particularly when you're breastfeeding. Having a feeder and a groper is just more than you can take.
How will your book help couples address these issues?
We've come up with over 200 solutions. Most of them are our own, but we did get some ideas from folks that we talked to. They're all road tested. They're all easy to implement. Most of them can be done with a smile on your face. We don't recommend anything that we haven't done ourselves.
Or our husbands haven't done.
What was the most surprising solution you discovered while researching this book?
Given that sex was probably the biggest flashpoint for conflict, the most amazing solution that we discovered was the 5-minute fix. We don't want to elaborate too much because it's not a very PG solution. In order to encourage women to think about this solution, we share quotes from men who say things like, wow, that would transform my marriage, or if that was a regular occurrence in our house, I would do whatever it is my wife wants me to do with a smile on my face.
This book has dramatically improved all of our marriages. I've really tried to pay attention to what his needs are. Now that I understand that there are a couple hundred other men saying the same thing he's been saying, oh, he's not as extreme as I thought he was. I notice that he's doing more school runs. We were in the grocery store, and he said, oh, we need more kitty litter. And I said, you actually noticed we need more kitty litter? I said, that's a turn-on. You know, he notices all the details of making the household run, and he helps me out a lot more. So it's really helped our marriage a lot.
The book is Baby-Proofing Your Marriage, How to Laugh More, Argue Less, and Communicate Better as Your Family Grows.